Once again, to Turn It On Again, the month-long tribute we're having to the band Genesis here on Kit's Rock Review. Today is day 11, and we are going to look at, or I'm going to talk about, the title cut for The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which was the Genesis' 1974 album, and it is the last album where Peter Gabriel was a member of the band. And Peter Gabriel actually wrote all the lyrics to the music on this album, while the rest of the band, it was mostly Mike Rutherford and Tony Banks wrote the music, but contributions from Phil Collins and Stephen Hackett also helped with the music. So this is a concept album. It's the story of a young Puerto Rican from the Bronx. His name is Real, like Peter Gabriel. Real. He's a poor boy from the Bronx, and he has some strange experiences in New York City that this album chronicles. Later on in 2014, Peter Gabriel gave another summary. I mean, the plot is actually written in the liner notes, so I'm not going to read the whole plot. It gets a little convoluted and a little complicated, but if you have the album, there's the whole plot of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Anyway, this is what Peter Gabriel said in 2014 as a summary of it, and let me get my notes here. He said, the album was intended to be an intense story of a young rebellious Puerto Rican in New York who faces challenges with family, authority, sex, love, and self-sacrifice to learn a little bit more about himself. That same interview, Peter Gabriel said he was trying to write a urban rebel version of Pilgrim's Progress, which was a colonial-era Christian allegory. I know there's not a lot of Christian in here, but an allegory about New York City, I guess, is what Peter Gabriel really meant. Okay, the lamb in the title song refers to Real, who was innocent at the beginning of the story and in New York City, just like a lamb is innocent. And the lamb apparently is on Broadway. When you listen to the title track, you'll hear it'll sound like Tony Banks is playing really fast keyboards. Really what he's doing is he's sort of using an overhand technique to play the same notes with two different hands. I don't know if you can see how that's sort of like is how he does it, how I've seen it in videos. He would later use that same technique on the song No Reply at All, although it's not very fast. It's just, to hit the same chords a lot of the times. Okay, so I will, one more thing I'd like to tell you about this song. A lot of the songs on this album have references to 60s songs, particularly 60s soul songs. The title song, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, references the 1963 Drifter song on Broadway. Go figure. So, listen for that. Listen for that Tony Banks keyboard cross-hand method that he uses. I'll put the video in the comments. And until tomorrow, you know what to do. Keep on rocking in the free world, and I'll talk to you later.